So if we jump into gold, have a look at gold. Gold's been quite choppy. The last few months, obviously, been around this 2K area that we've been paying attention to over the last few weeks. Very important area of value on gold. Monthly candles. So as we can see this area here, we've got these massive wicks to the upside, showing us we had a big move, a big bullish move. Then the sellers have the bullish momentum just ran out and the selling pressures come back in, and we've seen these big wicks occurring. It's obviously in the past we've seen it around that same area, around the 2K markets. It's a repeating pattern. We've got that once there, we got it twice, now we're getting it triple top of that area on the month. So that's where we're at on now with gold. We're still, structure is still bullish, as you can see. We've still got these higher highs, higher lows. So we could potentially come back down to this structure point to retest before coming back up here. But if we go down time frames into the weekly, once again we've had this big bullish move, and then prices established support around the 1965 area, which is still prices still maintaining above that area. So if we've seen a bit of a bullish flag pattern over the last few weeks playing out. Prices now broken through and closed below for the week. It's now closed below that trend line, which was that bullish flag pattern. So it's closed and it's broken down and closed below the week. But as you can see, we're still trading above the 1965 area. And if you can see this area as well, around 1977, we've got this wick here, which it's showing that the sellers came in, brought price down, but we haven't managed to close below the 1965 area. Price has pulled back up and is now sitting above this area, which I've been paying attention to over the last few days. So if we go down into the daily, we can see, go back to the weekly. So we can see our bullish structure on the weekly. So we come up. It's not been able to, it's come back down and broken through this previous high, but we're still maintaining this previous higher low, which shows us we're still bullish on gold. So once we mentioned this candle before, we've broken through this structure, but once again, it looks like a complex pullback because we're still, if you look at this whole area, we're still showing bullish structure. We've still got this previous weekly high that is maintained. So I'm still bullish on gold on the weekly. Like I say, if we go into the daily, we're starting to see gold flip bearish on the daily. So all of our time frames are bullish until we get to the daily. So if you have a look what's going on in the daily, starting to see price break down at this area, but it's still maintained price above. It's still maintained the price above 2K. Obviously now we broke down that 2K and broken daily structure. We've broken through this trend line. So we have gone bearish on gold at the minute, but prices come back up to retest this area. So where we previously had the range in between this area and this area, which is around the 2005 and 1980 or 1977, let's call it. So we did have a little bit of a range in between that area, which now you can see prices absolutely ripped through that range, and it's come back up and retest the bottom of that range at 1977. So we could now potentially see gold. We could see gold turn bearish. Just looking at this, we could potentially come back down. Could be coming back down to retest this area. Be in a little bit of a range here. Once again, mentioning USD fundamentals this week. Yeah, so I'd like to see gold if we are gonna break below this area, and if we do break below this area at 1968, could potentially see gold pull back into these ranges down here to grab liquidity before moving forward. But once again, with price maintaining above that 1965 area, I'll be waiting to see what happens, to see if we can get a little bit of a bounce here, maybe pulling back up inside this range. So I'll be very careful taking trades on gold this week. It has been very choppy. 1 to 4 hour like this. So yeah, it looks like now we could see a retest this area before turning bearish and coming down. But once again, just pay attention to fundamentals. We could also see this range being coming back into play. Very choppy on gold at the minute. I'll be waiting to take trades on gold this week until we get some fundamentals out, and then, like I say, potentially trading within this range. Very, very choppy on gold this week. Potentially waiting to see if price comes back into this range. If we break above this range, the 2005 area, then we'd be looking to take longs from there. But once again, very choppy on gold. Take care taking trades on gold this week with fundamentals, and make sure you build your confidence as if you are going to take gold.